Welcome back to the Takeout. Adriano Espaillat is a Democratic congressman from New York. He's also chair of the Hispanic Caucus and a pretty fierce critic of President Trump, has been for quite some time. But he's facing a primary challenger from the left who doesn't believe he's been fierce enough. That primary challenger is backed, interestingly, by New York's new mayor, Zohran Mamdani. Earlier, I spoke with Espaillat about the campaign and a few other things. Take a listen. The primary is Tuesday. I don't need to tell you that, Congressman, and I'm not going to ask you if you're going to win because I know you're going to tell me you are going to win. Here's what I do want to ask you. Are you more vulnerable in this race than you thought you would be, and is the reason for that two issues that historically haven't divided Democrats but now are dividing Democrats, Israel and immigration?
I don't find that I am vulnerable. I've been working the district for a long time. People know me since the days that I was president of the 34th Precinct Community Council. I was a member of the community board there. I became an assembly member, a state senator, and now I'm a member of Congress. And so I've been in this neighborhood for a long time. The people really know me. I think that they will come out and vote for me, I'm sure. What I'm hearing is positive things. So I'm not concerned. I'm not deterred. I'm not dismayed by any means.
The conversation in this primary has been about ICE, its future, who's tougher on it, your opponent or you, and whether or not you have taken too much money from interests sympathetic to the state of Israel. How do you respond to those two issues?
Well, certainly ICE is a very personal issue to me. I came from the Dominican Republic as a young boy on a visitor's visa, overstayed a visa, found myself with no papers, had to go back and get my green card, and then come back with a green card, become a U.S. citizen, a voter, and now I'm a member of Congress. What an American story. And so this is very personal to me. I fight ICE every day, not just when it's popular, not just when they conduct a raid. I've been fighting them since they were the Migra. And so I know this very well. I took Trump to court and won. Now we're able to inspect detention centers, exercise our oversight duties as members of Congress. I sued the IRS and we won, and they weren't able to give confidential information of immigrant taxpayers to ICE. And I even pushed the airlines around, and they had to dismantle this structure that they had where they were selling passenger data to ICE. So I've won. I fought the administration and won. I have a plan for dreamers. I have a plan for farm workers and keeping families together.
And what about Israel? Your opponent, Daria-Lisa Avila Chevalier, has said you are receiving too much money from those who support Israel and are therefore compromised in your attitude toward Israel and its policies.
No one tells me how to vote but my constituents. That's been my tradition. I support a two-state solution. I support giving robust humanitarian aid to Gaza. I believe that there shouldn't be any more settlements because they don't lead to a path to peace. I think that Gaza should be developed by the Palestinians for the Palestinians. But the difference between her and I is that I believe in a two-state solution, and she doesn't believe in the existence of Israel. With regards to PAC money, I believe that we should eliminate super PACs. But she's just taken over $2 million from a rich Texan millionaire that funded Greg Abbott, the same governor that's sending busload of immigrants to New York City, that's caging kids and splitting families up. So she's speaking from both sides of her mouth. That's what gives politics a bad name.
Speaking of Israel, what is your attitude about Israel in southern Lebanon and whether or not disagreements with the Trump administration over that area, southern Lebanon, Israel attacks there against Hezbollah, could unravel this whole peace deal with Iran?
I think it's dangerous. I voted to disavow myself from any action that goes on in Lebanon. We're in the middle of a war in the Ukraine. We're in the middle of a war in the Middle East. We're involved as a country, unfortunately, in Iran. I think that's an illegal war. We shouldn't be there. We should be letting diplomacy take its course and resolving this conflict once and for all. And in the Middle East, of course, that is a two-state solution, which my opponent doesn't believe on because she doesn't believe in the existence of Israel.
Do you agree with President Trump that Israel actions in southern Lebanon have been excessive and they need to draw down and get out of there?
I think that the problem in the region has a first name, and a last name, and it's called Benjamin Netanyahu. I think he's an obstruction to peace. I think that in many ways that as long as he's around, we won't have real peace, and we must do better.
Very good. What your thoughts before you go, since this is on every New Yorker's mind? The New York Knicks won the NBA championship. They had their parade today. Were you able to make it?
I wasn't able to make it, but I hope to catch up with the big bodega cat, Karl Anthony Towns. And I tell you, I waited 53 years, so I feel your pain.
Tell me about Karl Anthony Towns. I know you have an interesting relationship with him.
Yes, we brought Karl Anthony Towns to Dominicans on the Hill. His mother was from the Dominican Republic, and he lost many family members, including his mom, to COVID. And we brought him to have a fireside chat with Dr. Fauci. It was tremendous because he was so emotional about it and spoke from deep in his heart. And Dr. Fauci has some great things to say about the pandemic. The funniest part was when they both stood up. Dr. Fauci was about 5'6", and he's over 7 feet.
That's a contrast for sure. Congressman, I appreciate the time, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.